Howdy folks, this is That Literary Lady, and this video is specifically for my Christian Fiction Online magazine readers. As I promised, I will give you a gift that you can regift this Christmas, but anyone can use this video, and I'll make it as quick as possible. This is a video that will show you how to use video to set yourself apart from your other counterparts, your other author friends, or your competition, and just a little gift to give to your readers because people are visual, just to show your appreciation. And also, using the video, you can market or promote your work or your event. So let's go ahead and get started. Again, I will make this very quick, so if you have to pause every now and then, please do so, because I will be going pretty fast. Now, in a minute here, I'm going to show you the software that I'm using, but as you can see my screen here, I'm using Corel Video Studio Pro X5, and I will show you that in a minute, but this is what I'm using to record part of this video, and I would really strongly suggest or urge you to purchase this software. But first, to go ahead and get started, I'm going to show you a video on how I set up a green screen, because a green screen is going to be very important in making this video, a holiday video especially, okay? So we'll come back to this video, but right now, here's a video on how to set up a cheap version of a green screen. Okay, here's some tips on how to use the chroma key feature in software and the green screen. And I'll talk about chroma key in a minute because it comes with certain software. But green screens, like the one that you see here behind me, can be very expensive, and they can be very cheap. Now, if you are just starting using the green screen effect, I would say go cheap, and then as you become a little bit more experienced, then go ahead and trade up. But right now, all you need is to go to a place like Walmart or Target, preferably Walmart or Hancock Fabrics. What you're looking is for a large piece of green fabric, and make sure it's around this green. This is somewhat of a fluorescent green color, but make sure it's close to this color, because one thing the chroma key does not work with is colors other than the green and the blue. I haven't worked with blue just yet, and I know a lot of people who use Photoshop will use the blue. But for this video here, we're going to use green. So go to a place like Walmart or Hancock Fabrics or whatever your fabric store is, and buy enough of this material that will fit a twin size bed. And this is going to be your backdrop. Now, once you do that, now, you may be able to go online and find some free software. I did not look because I have tons of software. I'm a software hog. So some of the software that I do use is the Power Director. This version is 10, so that's Power Director 10. I also use the Pinnacle Studio, which this version is 16. And I also use Media Suite 10. You see there. And then also I use the actually this says Paint Shop Pro, but it's actually the Video Studio Pro that I use. Just one second and I'll get that box for you. The Visual Studio. This is X4. I actually have the version of X5 right now, and the reason why I felt so important to go over and get this box is, out of all the software that I just showed you, this is probably the cheapest that you can get on Amazon for about 50 bucks. The other ones run in excess of 100 to 200 bucks. So this is the cheaper version if you're wanting to shell out 50 bucks. If you can't find a dependable free software online, which you may, go ahead and research, but if you can shell out 50 bucks, and I think it's really worth it because you can do so much with this video software and you can use it for several projects. So go ahead and purchase this. You can get it on Amazon. If you have an Amazon gift card, that's even better. But go ahead and purchase this. It has a chroma key feature in it, and we're going to talk about the chroma key feature in a second. But let me go back to the green screen. Now on this green screen, they'll tell you that you should be at least 5 feet away from the green screen, depending on what kind of light you're using. Now right now I'm using the natural light in my office. My office is fairly small, so with my big desk and all my equipment right here in front of me, it's kind of hard for me to be 5 feet away from the screen. Sometimes I can work it, sometimes I can't. Now you can go into another room, your living room, your kitchen, or a big space, or your bedroom, and put it on the wall. You can tack it. As you can see, I have it above the door here, have it tacked. Or you can buy a stand that you can use that you can put up and take down so you don't have to continuously put holes in your wall. But anyway, you need to be at least 5 feet away no matter what light you use. Now the experts say use fluorescent lighting. That can be expensive. I've gone to places like Home Depot and Lowe's to find that, and they don't actually, or I couldn't find them in light bulb form. They have them in long fluorescent light forms, but I don't have a lamp that actually would fit that. So what I use right now is either the natural sunlight, like I have now coming through the window of my office, or I will use my table lamps. And they all have the little squiggly light bulbs, the energy saving light bulbs, and they're about 60 watts. I have a lamp on this side, a lamp on this side, and most of the time I'll have a lamp right behind the camera shining on me, depending on how you want it to look. Now the key is, and the reason why a lot of the experts say stay 5 foot in front of the green screen is, if you can see here a little bit, I'm casting somewhat of a shadow. Now if you're casting a large shadow on the green screen, it's kind of hard to use the chroma key to cut that green out, because what's going to happen is, instead of just showing this fluorescent green, the shadow's going to cast a much darker green, and the chroma key is only able to take out one color in your video. So you want to make sure that the screen stays the same color without any shadow effect. So if you have to work your lights and play with it for a little while, so when you sit down in front of the camera, make sure you don't have the shadow. And if you do have a little shadow, make sure it's as small as possible. You know, try to get a little bit further away like I am now so you don't cast a shadow. But I can tell you, if you go right up on it here, you're going to have a large shadow. So don't do that. So try to stay 5 feet away from the screen, and make sure you use software that has chroma key capabilities. Not all software has it. This again is a good investment. 50 bucks on Amazon.com. It may be on sale towards the holidays, but it's worth it because you will use it for book trailers, family videos, to record other videos, anything you want. Now what I'm using to record is a camcorder. I have a Sony camcorder that I use to record all my videos in, and it's HD, but you can use your BlackBerry, you can use your iPhone, you can use your regular camera that has a video feature. Just make sure it's set up correctly, set it at the right height, and make sure it's one that has a viewfinder, because right now I'm looking at you through a viewfinder. I'm not looking actually at the camera. I'm looking at you through a viewfinder. That way I can see how the picture is going to look. That way I can also see if there are any shadows behind me. And right now, because I'm in this particular daylight setting, you don't see a whole lot of shadow, but right in about 30 minutes, the sun is going to go park right in front of my window, and there are going to be shadows everywhere. So make sure that you have the lighting set up. Again, they prefer you to use, professionals prefer you to use the fluorescent lights, but if you can't, just make sure whatever light you use, it's the same light across the board. So if you're going to use a little squiggly energy saving lights, make sure it's in every single lamp that you use. Make sure there's one here, and one right behind the camera shining at you. Now I have a desk lamp that I use sometimes if I want to look really sexy in my videos. I will use this table lamp. As you can see there, I'll put it behind the camera and shine it sometimes directly on my face, or I'll put it down a little bit, or I'll put it up in the ceiling just to give it the right kind of light. So that is what you have right there to do with your green screen. Now we're going to go ahead and go to the next step. Okay folks, now that we've got our green screen set up, we're going to go ahead and create our video. So let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead and open up your Corel Visual Studio software, or whatever software that you choose to use. Again, like I said in the previous video, make sure that you're downloading a free version of some software that it actually is free. But again, I strongly urge you to go out and pay for this particular software. $50 is a great investment. The software actually is, I'm looking on Amazon now, the software is actually $50, I'm sorry, $80 on Amazon, and it's normally on sale. Right now, for some reason, it's not on sale. However, if you go to Corel.com, they have it on special for $50. And you can either download a version of it with no shipping charges, or you can order the box version, which will incur shipping charges. So go ahead and go to Corel.com and purchase this for $50, unless of course you do want to go to Amazon and pay $80 for it. You might be able to find a lesser version. Like I just got the Pro X5 and I had the Pro X3 and Pro X4. And I actually do still have a Pro X4, but you may be able to find a cheaper version. But otherwise, if you're like me who has to have everything up to date, go to Corel.com and purchase a copy for $50. Let's get back to our video. Now, in Corel, I've gathered everything that I need and I've put it on my storyboard. So here's the video that I just did about the green screen here. And here is a video I did prior to that. You'll see how it comes together in a minute. Now, I also went out and looked for a Christmas background. So let's say I want a Christmas background in the video, which is where the chroma key and the green screen comes in. Now, I'm going to just say this, just so I don't get myself in trouble. Make sure that you are going out looking for royalty-free products, or if you buy something that is not royalty-free, make sure you read the rules and read the guidelines and the fine print, because we don't want your video taken down. We don't want you going to jail for what they call copyright infringement or stealing someone's work. I get a lot of my stock photography, for example, from iStock Photo, Big Stock Photo, and the other pay services online. You may also want to read their fine print too, because there may be something there that you need to know. Same thing with music. I go out and get royalty-free music. Again, you can pay for some of that music, or there are some sites that will have it for free. It's not as good, but it works. So what I've done is I've added some wallpaper. I'm sorry, actually a Christmas picture that I want as my background, and some holiday music. Now you can pre-record some voiceovers, or you can actually do your voice in the video that you're going to record in front of the green screen. Now mine is just for sake of training, so just follow along. And if you have any questions, you can email me at info@thatliterarylady.com, and I will be happy to help you out in any way I can. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and put the video that I just made down here. You're going to put that on the first line. And what we're going to do is open up a few overlay tracks. I'm going to put, let's put 5 just to be safe. We may not use them all, but we, just in case. If you see that there was only 1 there, now there's 5 there. So I've just put that video there. That's going to be the very, very, very first video. Here, I'm going to put the green screen video on the 3rd line. Now, I'm going to tell you why I'm going to put it on the 3rd line. Because this is where your chroma key comes in. Take your background and put it on the 2nd line right here. And you're going to move it all the way out to the end of that video. Oops. Where'd we go? Right there. Okay, so it meets the end. They're together. Now I'm going to find myself having to cut some of this video for this green screen because I did a couple bad takes, but that's okay. Now, as you can see here, we need to pull this to the full length of the screen, so go ahead and pull it out as far as you can. As you can see there, the red is behind it. Now what you're going to do is you're going to double click on the video where the green screen is. And on this particular software, the chroma key will come up right here. It says mask and chroma key. You're going to click on that. And as you see right there, there is that green screen. So what you're going to do is click on, make sure I'm doing this right, apply overlay options. So as you can see, automatically it picked up some of the green. But that green's a little bit darker because you can see that it's still there. Let's go for now, go ahead and make that big. Now you're going to have to play with this for a while till you get comfortable with it. And my chair is there. But for the sake of training, we're going to take the dropper and we're going to come around here. Now as you see, the green here disappeared when I click right there. You see no green. All you see is that chair. Remember I said in that video that the chroma key only picks out one color. So if I was to pick out the black, the green's going to show back up, as you can tell. But we don't care about the black then. We just want the green gone. Now you see a smooth line. Of course, right there you can see that little blue there that I had. So make sure your green screen is covering up every inch of your camera. If you have to zoom in, do so. Okay, so we've done that. So we've cut that out. Now I'm going to go back and cut up some of this movie here because, see, look at me. Isn't that awesome? Well, let's go back a little bit. And actually, you know what? I'm not going to cut this. We'll leave that for the giggles and the goof ups, which happens. And as you find yourself making these videos and using this green screen, you will mess up a lot, but you'll get a lot better as you go along. Actually, you know what? I think I will actually cut. No, I won't. Hopefully, Lord, please let me not have said anything in this video I wasn't supposed to say. So let's go ahead and get started. So we've got the Christmas background in it. Okay, so we have all that. We've got the video going. You've got me talking. Got me telling you about the video, showing you all this stuff. Now this is where this gets really cool. Let's say you want words to come across somewhere over here. In this software, you have various software fonts and titles that you can use. So just come over here and look for one that you like. Let's see, which one will I like? Let's try this one. Do I want to do that one? Let's do this one. This one might be nice. Let's try that one. We're going to stop that and we're going to edit this one here. So you just stop it and then you're going to double click by the words. And I'm going to put Merry Christmas. Now you may like that font. You may not like that font. If you don't like that font, go to your font box and pick the font you want. Many of you know I'm a Scriptina fan. A lot of people tell me I need to retire that particular font, but I love it. It's pretty and it defines my personality. So you can make it as big, you can, and as small as you like. I'm going to leave it as is right now, otherwise it's going to cover my head. And right now, where'd you go? Where'd he go? Okay, here it is, right here. So let's stop it. We're going to move it over here. And like right now, where is it at? Okay, right now it's right there. I don't want it right there. Let's put it up here somewhere. Merry Christmas. And then, let's say I want my music in the background. Let's go back up here to our file in our folder. And I'm going to add this 12 Days of Christmas that I got off of a royalty-free site. And we're going to add it to the music track, which is going to be down here somewhere. There you go. And you can have it where the music fades in or fades out. You can shorten it or you can elongate it. And in this case, I think I may have to shorten it because it may be longer. Is it longer than my video? Oh, actually, it's not longer than my video. So you can actually loop it to repeat, or you can actually, yeah, loop it to repeat, because it only will go the length of the song. You can only shorten it, but you can't make it go longer than the actual track is. So we'll leave that for there right now. So right now, this is what my board looks like. I'm going to bring it all the way back to the beginning. And this video is specifically for my Christian Fiction Online magazine readers. As I promised, I will give you a gift that you can regift this Christmas. But anyone can use this video, and I'll make it as quick as possible. This is a video that will show you how to use video to set yourself apart from your other counterparts, your other author friends, or your competition. Okay, let's go ahead and skip ahead here for the sake of time. It's getting a little bit lengthy. And we're going to come over here. I'm going to put it in the middle here. And then I'm going to hit play so you can see how the effects work. Version of a green screen. Now, one thing you want to make sure is, if you can see, like I said, you can see that little mark there that I had. Make sure your green screen covers the entirety of the camera view. Otherwise, you'll see that in the edge there, and you can't chroma key that out because, again, chroma key only selects one color. Now, also, you can see there's a line there. Make sure your body is within that line, because then you can easily work that out. As you can see now that I sat down, it disappeared. Okay, don't laugh at me, folks. Okay, let's go a little bit further so I can show you. Can be very expensive, and they can be very cheap. If you're just now starting out to use a green screen, here's my suggestion. Now, doesn't that look cool? It's like I blend seamlessly in with the background. Now, I'm going to find the music and see where I have the music at, so you can see how it is. Now, you can get a little more detailed with this and use... Where did my music go? Uh-oh, where did the music go? Oh, it's all the way back here. Okay, let's try this and see what happens. Now, you can get a little more complicated with this. What you can do, there is a sound mixer built into this software where you can actually lower the music. As you can tell there, you can hear, you couldn't hear me over the music. You can actually have the music in the background going at a low tone. Or I use Audacity. I'm not sure how many Audacity users we have out there. You can use Audacity to lower or heighten the volume of the track to make it seem like just low background music. But the gist of this video is just to show you how you can use the green screen, mix it in with a Christmas background, put some text here, and maybe even some photos of your book. Maybe announce your book signing, and just say thank you to your readers, basically. Play with it for a while. Again, if you need help, give me a call. I'm sorry, give me an email. Please don't call me. Please give me an email at info@thatliterarylady.com, and I'll be happy to help you. But before you email me, make sure you have these particular things in place. Your green screen, again, I said go to Target, Walmart, or to a fabric store. Make sure you've gotten some royalty-free music, a royalty-free background, and this software. And play around with it. It's so much fun. I have fun doing it all the time. So I hope this helps. Again, this is my gift to you that you can re-gift, meaning you can make your own personalized video and send it out to your readers this Christmas. Thanks a lot, guys.